Okay, so for the first piece of exercise 448 was to add a close method to the auction class. So we've added a close method. Now we just have to make it do what they want it to do. So it says this should iterate over the collection of lots. So the collection of lots, collections are discussed in section 4.2, the collection abstraction, and the specific collection that we have in the auction project and in the music organizer project that you worked on before is the array list. So there's a discussion of the array list in 4.3. And let's see, in the first version of music organizer, we had an array list of string objects. In the auction project, we have an array list of lot objects. Okay, and we initialize that collection here in the constructor, and that's the that's the collection that we want to iterate over. So it also says use a for each loop. Okay, so for each loop is discussed. Let's see where in yeah, that's in processing a whole collection. Yeah, the for each loop. So the basic format of a for each loop is you have an element type. So the type of one of the things from the collection, and then a colon, and then the name of the collection, and then your loop body. So let's see a specific example. Okay, so right here, this is again going back to the music organizer project. We had for string, so the type of element. So remember, it was an array list of strings, right? So for the string file name, so we have the element type and then some name that we're going to use as a stand-in for a particular element, and then a colon, and then the name of the collection. So files is the name of the collection. Then we do something with that individual element. So we want to do something similar to that. The difference here is that our collection is not a collection of strings, or not an array list of strings, it's an array list of lot objects. Okay, so for our iteration, what we need to do is say for our type is lot, and we can call it whatever we want. I'll just use assign the element name lot, colon, and then the name of the collection is lots, right? That's the collection name right there, lots. Okay, and then close parentheses, and then, so it's similar to writing a method. You have your header basically, which is for, and then the bit inside the parentheses that you have to have. So the bit in the parentheses is element type, element name, and collection name, and then you have your body. So inside the body you're going to do stuff. So let's make sure that compiles. So there. So we're going to compile, we're going to iterate through the collection of lots and print out details of all the lots. Okay, so we're going to print out something having to do with each of the lots. So we've got this compiling. The next thing we want to do is, and we'll look at that in the next video, is figure out how we're going to print out details.